Today we're in Inverloch and I have Mike and Ollie with me here. We're going to have a look at their beautiful little Australian native garden and find out some of the some tips and tricks on how they go about maintaining it, planting it, etc. So let's go. I've noticed you've got a whole heap of these beautiful purple flag out in flower here.
Some of those are Western Australian ones and some are local, so sometimes there's some difference in the time that they actually flower. And we decided on a purple-yellow theme with a bit of grey amongst it. And also we've been quite successful at growing them by seed.
When we set this, we set the garden up in 2016, we purposely wanted some gums out the front, so we put these mallee type gums on purpose. And as you'll see later, we wanted the front door is not in the front of the house, so we made an ambling path, and so it sort of hides the path and invites you into the house. Now this is a coast beard heath, and when we bought the block, it was covered in vegetation, mainly old pitotsums and wattle. We had to get it all cleared, obviously, to build the house. And then this just came up, which is quite unusual. It's coast beard heath. It has just flowered recently, but yeah, there's a bit there as well. But yeah, amazing.
They're very tricky, the coast beard heath, to actually grow from seed at nurseries, aren't they? Yeah, because you've got like a laneway next door, haven't you?
That's our borrowed view.
Which puts up banksias every now and then. They just seed off the banksias all around and they just come up everywhere.
You make sure you just sort of keep an eye on if any little banksias are coming up and that sort of thing.
I can show you, I pricked a lot out of this wood chip. Is very good for propagating them. So we'll see further back. I've propagated about 10. They're tiny and I just dig them out.
So I've noticed this is like a wood shaving type mulch that you've got here.
Yeah, it's pine, and it's when they get the pine logs and they spin them ready to treat them, they spin the edge off. The beauty of this is it's all wood. When you buy that stuff from the electricity mob with tree clearing, that's all got all green stuff in. I've been using this wood mulch. It costs about $50 a metre, and I've been using that for, we have been using it for about 20 years.
And it looks like it's keeping the weeds at bay.
Well, when we first put it down, we usually put 2 layers of paper on it to suppress the weeds. And then the secret is for weeding is be diligent and keep doing it. If you let them go, then you get whopping great thistles and stuff. But if you keep doing it, yeah.
And how often do you mulch?
Well, that's a good question. I've just put 6 metres out.
All right, and
that's why it's looking that colour.
And what, you do it annually or?
I do it annually, but I don't usually put 6 metres out.
No.
A metre here and a metre there. This should last a couple of years.
When you're in a town, there's a temptation to have your door close to where you're going to step out of your car. We chose to make it a journey. So on the way, you go on this lovely curved path and you see all the plants.
I noticed you've got your plants well situated. So you've got your little bit of upper story sort of to the middle of the garden. Because you've mounded the bed up here, haven't you?
Yes, we always have used mounds. This eucalypt here was looking particularly stressed with burnt dry leaves, so we've cut it right back and it's doing what one would love with an Australian plant, and it's coppicing out everywhere.
That's great. It's looking nice and lush and healthy. And then I've noticed you're tapering the plantings down with your medium shrubs and then your lower shrubs as you get closer to the path.
Our plantings are mainly native, and I guess my passion is banksias. We're growing 8.
These banksias, I think they look like they're Western Australian banksias.
Yes, I think it's a gardener's duty to push the barriers. This one has just rewarded us with flowers. So around here...
Oh yes, you were telling me.
I'm just so excited. Callii.
Oh, Callii, beautiful. Yeah, look at that, the way the flowers hang down on that.
hang like lanterns is what
Yes.
the label would say.
There you go. And how long has this plant been growing for, Ollie?
Probably 5 years, I'd say,
Okay,
or more.
beautiful comes here. Yes. And you've got this is an Indigo Australis.
Yes,
Yeah, with the-
Indigofera.
Yeah, is this one of our local ones from down this region? I'm pretty sure it is, isn't it?
It's on the insistence of a grandchild who's involved with native plants. This is the midgeonberry, one of our 4 edible plants. It has tiny white berries, which are edible.
Oh,
In fact, oh no, I don't think it's got any on yet.
that's all right. Beautiful, yeah. And you've got, I think it's Russell Waite's Eremophila pink panther.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
The Eremophilas go very well here.
Yes.
This is Exodia, which will flower soon, dies down in the winter, it has beautiful white flowers, very good in floral arrangements.
Lovely.
No flowers yet. Oh,
So-
tiny one.
Oh, there we go. So what type of soil conditions are under the mulch here? Like,
It's not sandy. It's fairly heavy soil, but by doing mounds, we've made it very usable for Australian natives.
so it's still got the drainage, the important drainage the plants need, hasn't it?
Yes.
I see you've got some lovely Grevillea pick of the crop, is that, or Wendy's Sunshine?
It has been slow to feel at home.
Is it on its own roots, this one, or is it grafted?
I don't think it's grafted. We are especially pleased because they are often hard to grow. I think often when you plant something, if you can plant it amongst other plants, it's got a very good chance of succeeding. So it's got a windbreak just about all round.
They're very hard to grow in this region, the Banksia coccineas, for some reason. Yeah, so people that I know have been trying to graft them and they haven't really been successful yet. So it's such a desirable Banksia, isn't it?
Out at Martin Lane, when we were out there, that was on sand. We had a lot of them growing out there successfully. So we were lucky to have this one, but Ollie's passionate about this one, it loves it.
So you've had another property nearby and you've downsized. So what was your property like before coming here?
Our former property was 5 acres of not very well farm cultivated, so I don't think it had superphosphate on it much. So it was bracken fern and a few eucalypts. And we actually planted our own tree lot. So we've got some absolutely massive eucalypts, grey gum.
Well, then we set up a cut flower arrangement of about an acre of flowers, which we sold at markets, and then, we sold at the local service station. But one little aspect of it was Ollie loves waratahs, and we bought a lot of waratahs and planted them there, and they did not do very well. In fact, we lost most of them. And then for some other reason, I planted some on the wall of the dam, so that was more clay and soil.
Yes.
And they were okay. But
All right.
they did not seem to like the sand.
Okay.
Even though it was well drained. Oh, that's an aspect, because that was very good for Western Australian plants because it was so well drained. But
Yep. Well, they're another notoriously tricky one to grow, the waratah, the tilapia
yeah,
waratahs.
we've got one just down here.
Yes.
Okay. And so you used to do cut flowers.
Yes, and we did try very much to have Australian natives.
And I'm hearing your wattlebirds and all the bird species in the laneway next door too.
The wattlebirds are stunning, and although some people find them overly chasing other birds, I watched them escort a blackbird out this morning.
Oh. Well, the thing is, if you've got plenty of bush and habitat for the smaller birds, the wattlebirds aren't so much of a problem. A lot of people would be scared to use pine mulch, but maybe it's because of the way that they've shaved it up, or what do you think?
It's interesting because we've been using this for, I reckon, 20 years. Out at Martin Lane, the other property we had, and this, I've always used it. But you can't always buy it in the nurseries. Very few, not nursery, what do you call
Garden supply.
garden supplies. Very
Yep.
sell it. I have to go up to Currumborough to get this, which is half an hour's drive away.
A lot of people would think that they would burn the foliage of the plants, but you haven't had much problem at all with that, have you?
No, or take nitrogen out of the soil by decomposing when they're decomposing. But I think also we've got layers of it. So underneath this bright looking cover, there's decomposed mulch. This is a desert lime, and it has tiny little white, and at the moment it's got just the flowers on. They're like little tiny bursts of lemon flavour. It's done very well here, and it's also giving us shelter from the western sun.
So you get limes on it?
Yes, tiny little round balls, white.
Wow.
So when we had a visiting garden group, people could come round here and snack.
This is your lovely little backyard sanctuary here. Ollie.
Yes, and one of the things that we've done that we've been pleased about is to put low plantings in front of the windows. So when you're inside, you can see out. Your view's not blocked by high plants.
So we're going to have a bit of a look at that
From the inside.
soon, aren't we, from the inside? This here is like a little dry creek bed.
And I purposely put it in because I was worried about the slope going towards the house and water banking up against the house. So there's actually a stormwater drain under there and goes into the system out the front. So, and I think it's made it quite attractive.
So it's a nice little feature, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Yeah. You were telling me this beautiful grevillea here flowers for nearly all year.
Yes, and also because I don't wish to block the view from inside, it does get pruned regularly.
And this has got plenty of large flowers for those the honey-eater birds and the insects. Look at them, all the insects on here now. They're absolutely thriving.
Yes, we do want insects and flowers to enhance the fertilisation of our vegetable garden.
And there's always a lot of wattle birds in there. They've gone
Yes.
now while we're here, but
Yeah, you've got all sorts of different insects.
But you look at it now, it's absolutely loaded with flowers.
Yep.
There's not a 6-inch bit you can't see that hasn't got a flower on it. It's amazing.
It's one of Kings Park's creations, Grevillea Scarlet Moon.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
So does that mean it's not a natural one? It's been hybridised? Or
Yeah. Yes.
something?
It's one of their hybrids. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But there's nothing wrong with a hybrid as long as you've got a good mix of other species plants and other different plant genera as well, you know, to mix up the biodiversity in your garden.
These are plantings of everlastings, which I've grown by seed.
Oh, okay. So they'll just come up and flower in there? Yeah.
Yes. So they fill in patches. This is a glorious plant. Darwinia?
Yep, Citriodora, yeah. It's putting on a real nice flower show there, isn't it?
See, obviously the other one that's coming up through it.
Well, you've put a lot of natives sort of next to your veggie garden here, haven't you?
Yes, they've sort of joined up, and we're actually doing quite an experiment with our strawberry plants in buckets down in the ground, and the idea is that the strawberry presumably will hang over the edge of the containers and that the blackbirds will ignore them.
Okay, and that I was thinking even for better drainage as well, maybe. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Over here,
Yes.
we have lime fingers, the Australian native plant. It's very prickly, so you wouldn't want to go near it. It's got a lot of flowers, and we've been getting a good harvest. You can just see there the start of the fingers.
So that's just starting to fruit now.
Yes, but it won't be ready till February. But because it's a rainforest plant, which we realised after all the leaves turned yellow, and we read some information, so we put shade cloth over this, and we also put netting to prevent the birds from getting in.
Oh, that's a great idea, yes. Give it a bit of protection. Yeah, I'm smelling some nice, is this some Aeromophila I can smell? Is this Nivea? Aeromophila Nivea?
It could be.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's a,
I love this tree here. We had one out at Martin Lane, which I reckon was about 5 metres high. So we planted this one and it's flowered for the first time this year. What is it, Ollie?
is this a native frangipani?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. And it's a beautiful.
Look at that. Yeah. It's flowering really well for its young age too, isn't it?
Yes. I reckon it would only be 3 years old. Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
This is relatively new patch, so we had to change the soil. We actually looked at the pH of the soil. So we did a lot of work on layering in different ways with different things to actually bring the soil up to being okay for natives.
Oh, so you had veggies in here?
Yes.
Ah, okay. Yes.
So I think things are mostly going okay. We're losing the odd thing.
Yeah, you were mentioning about the view from inside out, Ollie.
Yes, particularly when the weather is such that you can't go outside, you can still see the birds feeding, you can see the insects, and the low planting beside the window is such an advantage because you can look quite a long distance.
And you can just sit in here on your lounge chair and watch the birds feeding away and, darting around the garden, can't you?
It's always special too to see them actually feeding close to the window.
Well, that's a very important little thing for people to learn when you're designing your own house and garden. You've got lots of little nooks and crannies here.
The other important thing here is this is facing due north, so we're trying to capture the sun for the winter, so we don't want big things in front of the window anyway.
All right.
And that's why we keep this grevillea down here under control, because we want the sun to come in and heat the house.
And I think the other thing is there's a lot of challenge in a small garden, and so you do need to use height on fences, against fences, as well as your actual garden space.
And see, on this particular spot, we chose not to extend the side fence so that we're more involved in the council land beside us. Why have a fence down there and restrict it?
For people when they've built a new house and starting out a new garden, what should they keep in mind, Mike?
Well, you've got to be prepared to change your mind, and you always think about vegetation. That's all it is. If it's in the wrong place, you can cut it down and pull it out and change things. In this particular instance here, we had a veggie garden behind this sort of veranda, and we thought, well, that's not the right place for a veggie garden, so we've shifted it down this end, and it's much better. Now, that took us several years before we realised that and did it.
Yep.
But it's been such a bonus and such a plus. So, yeah.
Well, that's a great thing for people to learn that off you. I've found as well with different plants, if a plant's not performing the way it should be, you either move it or change the plant species or
we would totally
that sort
agree
of
with
thing.
that. There's some plants here that have been moved a fair few. Actually, that lemon tree was moved 3 times.
Yeah, right.
That's the sort of thing.
Because there's no point having something there if it's just not performing, is there?
No.
So
I call it real estate.
yeah. I'd like to thank you both for having me here today. It's been a really great little catch up, and you've got a lovely little tranquil paradise, and it's a great thing you've created.
Thank you, Dave.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you, and you guys know what to do. Like, comment and subscribe to my channel, and we will catch you again next time.